What is up, guys? Since I dropped my last video and I asked for 15 likes, I still haven't got it yet. So if you haven't checked out my last video, Great Cloud Island, you should go check it out because it's actually pretty cool. But anyway, considering that, like, besides the fact, I figured I would come at you guys with the most haunted places in Wisconsin and in Minnesota. Most haunted places in all of Wisconsin. I'll start off with that first, and then we'll gradually go into Minnesota and stuff like that. And if I get 15 likes, I will go to one of these places with my friend and record and do a video there. So, I have this website, Thrillist.com. It is the most haunted places in all of Wisconsin. And the first one is Bloody Bride Bridge, Stevens Point. As folklore has it, a bride was killed in a car accident on the Highway 66 bridge over the Plover River at Stevens Point on her wedding night. Yo, it's supposed to be the best night of your life, and she just gets murdered, dude. That's super up. Officially, the Stevens Point Police Department has no record of such an incident, but that hasn't stopped the ghost of a woman in a bloody wedding dress from making occasional appearances. Local legend tells of a police officer who thought he hit a woman with his car but saw no one when he got out. The police department denies this incident too, and there's no real direct evidence of it happening. Whew. She can allegedly be seen standing on the bridge but loves to appear in the backseat of cars to be seen only by the driver in the rearview mirror. Dude, that's so sketch because every single time I drive and I'm alone and it's nighttime, bro, I'll literally sit there and I'll like look in my back mirror expecting to like see something like straight out of like a horror movie, and I'll like my pants like all the time, bro. I do that. But you know, it's like it's not scary if you expect it, I guess, like in a sense, but still that's still like super sketch. Like I'm not about that. But yeah, that's what was that? That's Bloody Bride Bridge in Stevens Point in Wisconsin. Also, if you guys are from like the Midwest, you guys know that there's literally nothing to do out in these parts except fires and long drives. Oh, you know. So next, it's cold in here. It's cold in here. Is there a ghost in my room? Nah, just some cats. All right, next place, Summerwind, Land O' Lakes. The Lamont Mansion, aka Summerwind, was built in 1960 as a summer home, but it was believed to be haunted right from the start. The original owner fired 2 shots at what he thought was an intruder, but there turned out to be nothing there. The house changed hands a few times. Changed hands? What do you mean, bro? Changed hands a few times before. A family in the 70s reported experiencing all kinds of paranormal activity, from objects moving by themselves to unexplained whispers. In 1988, the mansion burned down. The official story is that lightning hit it, but some claim that the town intentionally burned it down because it was constantly being vandalized by ghost hunters and local kids. The destroyed mansion still remains to this day, and visitors still report floating orbs, mists that move, and the feeling of an unseen presence. Yeah, bro, I always have, like, the feeling of an unseen presence, like, always behind me, bro. I'll be home alone, and I'll just be sitting there, like, super sketch. I'll be sitting there, like, walking around, and, like, I don't want to make it obvious. So, like, if there is, like, a spirit in here, you know, like a ghost or something, I don't want to make it obvious that I'm, like, scared of it. So, you know, I'll just, like, casually walk, but, like, still have that sense of, like, fear, I guess, like, going through me. In reality, bro, I'm running down that. This is Summerwind. It was built. It's a summer home. I don't know if you can like go. I mean, considering that people would go there, like ghost hunters and local kids, it is probably broken down, and you probably can't trespass on it. Like somebody probably still owns it, but you could try to go there. I mean, I could try to go there if I get the legs. Freeze. The next one is Wood County Insane Asylum. This is in Marshfield, Wisconsin. The paranormal activity at the Wood County Insane Asylum is strong enough that it's still occurring to this day. Even after most of the buildings have been destroyed, the Marshfield Scrap Company now occupies the land the asylum was built on and documents the history of the site and current haunts, like the patient who saw the face of the devil in a boiler and jumped inside to his death.
No, sir!
Dude, what? The patient who saw the face of the devil in a boiler and jumped inside to his death. Dude. What? That's insane, bro. Oh god. Alright. There is a still extant tunnel that used to link the building with the farm where the patients worked, which is said to be haunted by a maintenance worker who committed suicide there. 2 patients who were killed and a young girl with long dark hair. No word on whether the ghost of the guy who saw the face of the devil in a boiler and jumped into his death is still hanging around though. Dude, that is definitely some creepy stuff, dude. Saw the face of his devil and then he jumped into his death. Like no even like thoughts about it. He just went. That's super sketch to me. Like, all right, moving on. The I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Pfister. The Fister. All right, whatever. It's in Milwaukee. If you had to pick a building that strikes fear into the heart of many MLB players, it probably wouldn't be a fancy hotel in Milwaukee. Still, the Pfister. I feel so dumb not knowing like how to pronounce this. It's probably like super obvious, like the Fister or something like that, where people stay when on the road to MK. It's notorious for being a haunted hotspot in the city. Players are not shy about retelling their experiences. Okay, so basically it just sounds like it's a haunted hotel that's like pretty famous. If you go there, you're pretty likely to experience something unexplained. So it says, yeah, okay, well, I mean, knowing my luck, I probably wouldn't get anything, but we could hope. Dartford Cemetery, Green Lake. A cemetery might not be the most surprising location for a haunting. It actually is, bro, because on my last video, I'm not going to give any spoilers out, but... it's probably just like my neighbors. I was like hearing stuff. I'm home alone, and it's quiet. It's completely silent. I can't focus with the complete silence. Dartford Cemetery has a few ghosts who are said to make the rounds. The one most people report seeing is Chief High Knocker, a Ho-Chunk who died in 1911 in what's officially listed as an accidental drowning, although the local legend describes it as an attempt to cross a river without a canoe. His gravestone, marked with a carved portrait of the man himself, is almost as creepy as a perpetrated apparition. If you sit on top of the small mausoleum, dude, I literally can't read, guys, I'm sorry. Built for Jackson Walker, you'll allegedly be pushed off by unknown forces. The folks have been reported seeing the shadowy figures of an entire Civil War platoon marching through the cemetery. So that's a haunted cemetery. You sit on top of the small mausoleum built for Jackson Walker, you'll allegedly be pushed off. Okay. Oh, I'm not trying to get pushed off by some unknown force. Like, might be, but not about that. Next order of business, Nelson's Hall, Washington Island. Nowhere else is completely normal to throw back a shot of, thanks to the founder Tom Nelson, who built the bar in 1899 and kept it operating through Prohibition with medicinal shots of bitters. In fact, he loved his business so much he reportedly never left. Women especially report seeing him near the restroom and feeling chilled air across the backs of their necks, continuing his ladies man type ways. Paranormal activities include closing doors of the radio station, randomly changing, and occasional footsteps upstairs in the room he died in. Nelson's Hall. Oh, so it's like a bar. Yeah, it's like a bar. It's supposedly haunted. I can't necessarily go there. I'm not 21. Oops. Sorry, guys. Octagon House. Fond du Lac, LAC. A long history of the 1856 Octagon House in Fondy includes perpetrated stints as a safe house on the Underground Railroad and a rum-running haven during Prohibition. There are 9 secret passageways and tunnels under the house that lead to outbuildings, which would have come in very handy during those illicit activities. What's more, the History Channel show Hidden Passages named it one of the most haunted houses in the state, and who's gonna argue with the History Channel? Weird occurrences and spectral beings drove a demand for ghost tours in the past, but it's currently private residence, so don't go snooping around. Yeah. But who knows? I might go there snooping around if I can get them on a call and talk to them. Maybe get like a private tour for you guys. But dude, I have to like research more on that, but that is definitely that definitely sounds like super intriguing to me, because if they did like tours there and whatnot, they're bound to have some maybe like footage, or I could interview some of the people that have had experiences there and whatnot for you guys and maybe make that a video. But Shaker's Cigar Bar, Milwaukee. There's no denying the Shaker's is the most haunted spot in Milwaukee and maybe even the state. Unsettling historic incidents abound. A prostitute was murdered in the upstairs bedroom and buried on the grounds. Al Capone once owned it and operated a speakeasy there. A boy fell out of a tree and died. 2 men were murdered in the basement, and it was built on top of a cemetery. Oh, sick. You can tour the facility, including the basement, or stay in the upstairs bedroom where the prostitute reportedly met her untimely end. If that's all a little too much for you, just swing by for a bourbon and a cigar. Dude, so you can stay the night? Or stay in the... Dude, you can... I might actually want to go to this one, because it's in Milwaukee that's, like, super close to me, dude. But who knows? What if I never get that 15 legs? Alright, moving on to Siren Bridge in Siren. While many of these ghost stories spring from legends and folklore, the sad story of the Siren Bridge is 100% true. On March 3rd, 1985, the family of Richard Rose and daughter Jody Kringle all drowned when their car hit ice on a bridge outside Siren and overturned into a marshy river. Ever since then, locals have reported that when they drive over the same bridge, the car's radio cuts out, and instead they hear the voice of a young girl yelling, "Help me, mommy, I can't get out." But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, this was the top 9 haunted places, I want to say. Haunted places, yeah, in Wisconsin. And if you guys go to my other video that I have on my channel and leave a like and I get to 15, I will go to one of these places, and you guys can comment down below on which one you guys would want me to go to from what the list that I just gave off. But anyway, like the video, of course. I love you guys, and I want to keep doing these videos, I really do, but I'm gonna need some support, you know what I'm saying? Like button, it's just down there somewhere. Subscribe buttons, you know, it's down there somewhere. And if you guys really like it, just do it. If you don't really like it, just do it anyway, you know. It's just like support some small town dreams. That's me. But yeah, of course, I will see you guys in my next video, and I love you. Stay blessed.